Next up, we have therapy session. Okay, this one has a warning. The following content may contain suicide or self-harm topics. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, I got upstate like a month ago. I was talking to fans and one of them pulled me aside and said we never met, but I swear that you know who I am. I've been through a lot. I don't know how to express it to people. Don't think that I can, but I got that mental CD on rotation that's real for me, Nate. You do not understand. It's crazy for me. Kids hit me up, say they slitting their wrists on the daily. This music is more than you think. Don't book me for just entertainment. It's entertaining. Hearing these parents, they telling their kids my music is violent. You gotta be kidding me. I guess the your definition of violence in mine is something that we look at differently. How do you picture me? You want me to smile? You want me to laugh? You want me to walk in the stage with a smile on my face when I'm mad and put on a mask? For real? I mean, what you expect from me? I'm trying to do this respectfully. They say that life is a race. I know my problems are probably catch up eventually. I do my best to be calm. How you gon' write me and tell me you slaughter my family? That's just a glimpse of the stuff that gets said to me. These are the parts of my life they don't never see. I am aware it's aggressive. I am not here for acceptance. I don't know what you expected, but what you expect when you walk in a therapy session. Therapy.
I think you're right. I think there's actually two things playing here. Sorry about that. Stand by. Is that better?
Face and told me her life's full of drama. Said her dad is abusive, apparently he likes to beat on her mama. I got so angry inside, I wanted to tell her to give me his number. But what you gon' do with it, right? You gon' hit him up, then they'll start hitting her harder, that's real. These kids, they come to my shows with tears in their eyes. Imagine someone looking at you and saying your music's the reason that they're alive. Sometimes I don't know how to handle it. This type of life isn't glamorous. This ain't an act for the cameras. You see me walk on these stages, but have no idea what I'm dealing with after it. I put it all in the open. This is the way that I cope with all my emotion. I'm taking pictures with thousands of people, but honestly, I feel like nobody knows me. I'm trying to deal with the pressure. I'm trying to deal with the pressure. How you gon' tell me my music does not have a message when I'm looking out at this crowd full of people I know are affected? I got some things in my life I know I should let them go. Let me jot it down. Let me take a mental note. I'll put it all on this microphone. Think about that for a minute. What is the point of this song? I'm just venting, but what you expect from a therapy session? Therapy session. About me, that doesn't worry me. I know I handle some things immaturely. I know that I need to grow in maturity. I ain't gonna walk on these stages in front of these people and act like I live my life perfectly. That doesn't work for me. Christian is not the definition of what perfect means. Woo! I ain't the type to be quiet. I ain't gonna sit here in silence if I wouldn't say what I say to your face. And I promise you I wouldn't say it in private. I am not lying. People go off on my page and I'm trying to quit the replying, but this is ridiculous. I'm passionate, man. I really mean what I'm writing. You want me to keep it 100? Okay, I'll keep it 100. I see a whole lot of talking on socials, but honestly, I don't see nothing in public. I kinda love it, yeah. Why don't you write us some happy raps? That would be awesome. All of your music is moody and dark, man. Don't get me started. You wanna know what it's like if you met me in person? Listen to my verses. This music is not just for people who sit in the pews and pray at the churches. Nah, I've been rejected. I don't expect everyone to respect it. I don't expect you to get my perspective, but what you expect from a therapy session?
I mean, I think sometimes people, they confuse what I'm doing. I write about life. I write about things that I'm actually dealing with. something that I'm actually experiencing. This is real for me. Like, this is something that personally helps me as well. I'm not confused about who gave me the gift. God gave me the gift, and he gave me the ability to do this, and he also gave me this as an outlet. And that's what music is for me. When I feel something, whether it's anger, it's a passion about something, a frustration, like, this is where I go. That's the whole NF real music thing, man. This is real for me. I need this. This is a therapy for me.
Heavy, right? Understatement of the century. Most of you are not going to like what I'm about to say, but it is the truth, and that's why I assume you're here. He is very raw. He's incredible. Incredible storyteller. This video lacked for me considerably. This felt like he has this incredible story to tell, and he tells it so well. There was no pacing at all in this video. Now, before YouTube, I'm talking to you, before you start cracking your knuckles and you want to start keyboard commandoing, remember that you clicked on a video that says director reacts. So here's my reaction as a director. This felt like they chose 5 different scenes, and then he wrapped the song with the music playing in the background around those 5 scenes. When it gets to this point here, with the husband and the wife, the mom and the dad fighting, here's the child behind the couch, so early and for so long, I can see them acting. I can see them trying to improvise what to do now. What have we done? We've done all this already. Like, you want me to, do I go harder now? Am I back in her? There's so much that this is lacking. The imagery is perfect. The pacing is not there. It's not. Now, does that mean I don't like enough? No. Quit being ridiculous. Does it mean I could do a better job? No, not necessarily. But I can tell you that the visuals in this are good. The way they're put together needs work. It needs work. Like a perfect example. This scene here, spectacular. The energy between the two people, great. Heavy, powerful, important to the story. The fact that the child is behind the couch cowering down brings it up several notches. When we get this imagery of him with the kid behind the couch.
Told me your life's full of drama. Yeah. Said her dad is abusive. Apparently he likes to beat on her mama.
Powerful. Powerful. He sang a lot with that. When we see this family with the masks on, and then at some point he draws on the masks. He shows us the tweet of the person that said, I will slaughter your family. Like, the imagery is great. His message is great. But this is a reciprocal tour through 5 different scenes, and it never escalates. It never drops. It just mundanes through. That's okay. That's just, I think it could have been harder. It could have been more visually striking the way that his songs strike. He's saying some really strong stuff. Pick the 3 or 4 points that are like, ooh, that hit you in the gut when he says them, and make the first introduction to each of these scenes hit on one of those points. When he introduces us to a thought or a new landmark of chaos as he's presenting through the lyrics, use that to introduce us to another scene, whether it's the family with the masks or it's the child behind the couch.
Yeah. Said her dad is abusive, apparently.
Now, it is a nice transition into, as Kathy's saying, well, actually, I think I misunderstood what you said at first, but what it made me think of was it leans more towards his music as the foundation and how it's affecting other people. So these stories that we're seeing, this tour that we're taking, are other people's stories as he's kind of relaying them. Makes sense. No escalation. Imagery holds up through the other videos, I mean. This also felt flat to me. There's this great moment here in the very beginning, the introduction of him talking to himself. We never went anywhere with it. I mean, it could be an introduction as in the next video builds off of this. I don't know. But why? Why did we do that? You know? How would I do it? See, that I don't know. I would literally have to sit for a couple weeks. I would have to sit for a week or two and think, okay, what is he trying to say? How is he saying it? What imagery has he used in the past? Is there some kind of subtext that he's trying to spit out without being direct? Because I don't want to treat the audience like a bunch of dummies and I want to spell everything out. I want it to be felt more than it's seen, you know? Yeah, maybe a reference to therapy, sure. But the fact that it's himself means it's deeper than that. I mean, I could tie it potentially to, because he does say like his music is his therapy. But yeah, it's himself. He's his own therapist, maybe, but even that feels like a stretch. I would have liked to see a dialogue here. I know there's a difference in the body positions and the behavior of this is NF cleaned up. This is Nathan, essentially, and this is NF. See, the body position is different. This one's very aggressive. It's very dark, hood over, cap down, and he's NF. And this is Nathan, kind of laissez-faire, not that he's posh, but two different entities. But they never went anywhere, you know? Wasn't enough. This, to me, feels like part of his story. We get a couple references to that, but I think they were smart in also using like V-neck shirts to also kind of lay that together for us. And that's what I mean by subtext. How can we get people to understand certain things without laying it out for them? Without him going, this is me when I was young. Don't treat the audience like they're dummies. Let them feel it. Let them put the pieces together. Even if they don't realize they're doing that, let them do that. Because as you know, as we've talked about, that imagination will kind of do the work for you and you will feel a lot. And the more you can get people to feel, the more you're going to affect them in the way you want to affect them. And NF is saying like, this is my story. This is my music. This is what I do. And like, if you don't like it, then just don't listen to it. But I'm not going to change what I'm doing because this is for me just as much as it is for anybody else. If you relate to it, you relate to it. And if you don't, you don't. When things are so chaotic, you can't make sense of it. He's overwhelmed that people are looking up to him and sharing their stories, that it all ends up being a blur. That's kind of how I saw this. It's disconnected in a sense. These are other people's issues as well. He's not as involved and he can't be too involved to save himself from more pain. I think that's a great point. I do. Hold on one sec. I got my wife traveling. I just want to make sure everything's good. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a great point. I do think that. Yeah, I mean, I think you're onto something, especially as far as like, do I think they still could have had a little bit more meat to it? Yes, I do. But I do think you're right in the fact that he is disconnecting from other people's stories. Yes. Like, yeah, bro, like, I get that you relate to this and I'm glad that this is an outlet for you, but I'm not your guy. I'm not your savior. I can't be that person for you. I can't be that person for myself, let alone anybody else, you know? That might be a little bit of projection from me because that's something that I have experienced over the years. Yeah, I'm not your therapist. I can't even be my own therapist. Not that any of us can, but yeah, that's a good one. I agree. But I do think that even if it were just one moment, there's a term that we use in the industry. Now, not that I'm part of the industry, but there are industries out there, so I'm just going to say this. We call it the oh fuck moment. You put together a visual story and you can kind of like build it a little bit. You get them invested, you get them involved, you get them stuck. And then you have that one moment where you build this energy and then you spend that currency, that emotional currency of attention, and they go, oh, fuck. That pays off huge dividends. I think if this were reworked in a specific way, that even this last piece, this could have been that moment. Maybe. Just a rework. Don't show us this any other time. Build this idea of the fact that there's all these people saying all these things, and I'm just doing this because I need to do this. But I put it out into the world, death of the author. And hell, maybe you could even say, yeah, when I say death of the author, it's because I release my art out into the world. My authorship is dead because I need you to receive it. But death of the author to some of these people means this. Boom. And then just a slow zoom out while he holds that. And if that's the first time you see that, you're like, oh, he is not kidding. Holy crap. That to me feels like a heavy. That's a sledgehammer, in my opinion. But again, off the top of my head. Oh, I can't wait to see the comments on that one. Is the problem just the editing? I wouldn't even, I guess editing is probably part, it's really the pacing. It's 5 minutes, it's 5.5 minutes, which is long for a video these days. But yeah, it's that there's no escalation. We're kind of shown everything in the first 30 seconds, and then that 30 seconds is just repeated until the video's over. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of it. So if video is that long, it needs to have points to kind of pick us back up, pick our attention span back up, introduce something new, make us feel something a little different. And I think, if anything, it just feels a little, and just kind of drags. That's all. Does there need to be escalation, though? No, not necessarily. I think it depends on the content. This content feels like escalation. It feels like I need more meat. And even if it's not escalation, it's introduction. It's pacing, it's freshness, you know? Introduce something new at a specific point. Here's a perfect example, kind of like in the science behind all this. As a creator, one of the great tools that I have that I do not use and probably has hurt me is analytics and metrics. I can pull up any one of my reaction videos and I can look at where most people, like, they start to watch and then they start to log out, click off. click off. And you can watch it go like a graph downwards, and you realize like out of an 8-minute video at 3 minutes and 20 seconds, most people go click, 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 and they just drop. Attention span, sometimes. Sometimes it's the way the video's put together. It's me rambling on for 15 minutes straight, whatever it is. Using those tools, you can kind of gauge, for the most part, where people's attention spans tend to lie. So if you know, it's usually between 3 minutes and 3 minutes and 20 seconds that most people in most videos start to get bored. So what should I do? At 2 minutes and 50 seconds, I start to introduce something, because I know that lull is about to happen in most people, and I want to help them over that hump of attention. So, whoop. So I gotta like, hey, shake a can of pennies at it. And they go, ha, ha, ha. And then I've got them for another 30 seconds. You know what I mean? They start to trail off. Ooh, get some keys. That kind of thing. Yeah. That's people, you know? So there are tools that we use, or we could use, to maintain that pacing. Anyway, I don't do